Oh, certainly, ma'am.
Push off, Father.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for those creative liberties, bold reinterpretations, and clever enhancements that elevated Agatha Christie's already masterful stories for the screen, proving that sometimes a little deviation can pay off. Of course, this means a spoiler warning is now in effect.
It was you, Vole, who fooled me.
Number 10. Detective Bundle Brent, Agatha Christie's Seven Dials. Netflix's take on Seven Dials finally gives Lady Eileen Bundle Brent the reins. And honestly, it's about time.
I owe it to him. If there is even the remotest possibility of foul play to get to the truth.
In the novel, Bundle is sharp and curious, but often pushed to the side, while bigger players steer the action. The series flips that entirely. This time, she's the one chasing leads, poking at secrets, and accidentally wandering into espionage messes that clearly exceed polite society rules.
And what do you know about Seven Dials?
You are aware, Lady Eileen, that I am usually the person asking the questions in this office?
Then I hope you're enjoying this delightful turn of events.
It definitely adds something watching her drive the story. The gender swap of Lord Caterham into Lady Caterham is another inspired move, especially since it pulls Bundle's own family straight into the conspiracy. It makes the danger feel personal, messy, and far more fun to watch unravel.
The one behind it all.
I fear we may finally need to have a truly grown-up conversation.
Number 9. Supernatural Goings-On, A Haunting in Venice. Kenneth Branagh's adaptation takes Christie's fairly grounded Halloween party and deliberately pushes it into spookier territory.
But I have seen too much of the world. Countless crimes, 2 wars, the bitter evil of human indifference, and I conclude, no God, no ghosts.
While Poirot ultimately explains every so-called ghostly moment with cold logic, the film spends a long time making you doubt everything. He keeps the line between real danger and supernatural suggestion, which is constantly blurred. Unusual territory for a Christie adaptation.
Mrs. Semenoff, your dedication to housekeeping could be improved. No one had been in this room except you, yet my new friend left his footstep in the fireplace. The bright scratch at the keyhole indicates a lock recently picked. Miss Oliver, you must find a new subject for your book. Miss Drake, I am sorry for your loss, but this oracle is a fake.
The setting does a lot of the heavy lifting too, with its shadowy corridors and decaying grandeur adding to the unease. Instead of a cozy puzzle, the mystery plays like a gothic thriller that keeps nudging Poirot out of his comfort zone. It's a bold tonal shift that knowingly toys with audience expectations.
Why don't you have the answer? Why don't you have the answer? You always have the answer.
Number 8. A Streamlined Voyage, Death on the Nile. The 1978 adaptation knows exactly what it is and wastes zero time pretending otherwise.
Only I warn you, mademoiselle. Do not allow evil into your heart. It will make a home there.
If love can't live there, evil will do just as well.
Christie's crowded suspect list gets trimmed just enough to keep things sharp without losing the intrigue. That breathing room lets performers like Bette Davis and Maggie Smith truly go at each other, trading looks and lines like daggers.
You have got to forgive Miss Bowers. She's just unfamiliar with the married state.
I saw you drooling over her pearls.
Shut up, Bowers.
You'd give every tooth in your head to lay your hands on them.
What nonsense, just because you've got a grudge against her, or rather her father.
Subplots are simplified, motives are more defined, and the emotional beats become much clearer. Tossing in moments like the Cobra scare adds visual punch without derailing the mystery. It's less about meticulous logic and more about momentum, personalities, and building tension. No wonder we still enjoy dusting off this old classic and rewatching it decades later.
But she's hinting to the murderer. In other words, he was present at the time.
But apart from you and me, only one other person was present.
Precisely.
Number 7. A New Witness, Murder, She Said. Murder, She Said makes one major change to 450 from Paddington and builds everything else around it.
Madam, don't you think perhaps you had a little nap and maybe had a bad dream?
Young man, I was not dreaming. I saw it. What are you going to do about it?
By letting Miss Marple witness the train murder herself, the film removes the intermediary role played by Elspeth McGillicuddy in the novel. The mystery still unfolds along Christie's original lines, with the missing victim and the slow process of proving a crime even happened.
The police found nothing.
Of course not. The murderer returned before the search and disposed of the body.
By Jove, the police will certainly want to investigate now.
Well, according to them, there is nothing to investigate.
Surely, in the light of our theory, a fresh search.
Certainly. But this time we will conduct our own.
Giving Marple first-hand knowledge strengthens her resolve when the authorities dismiss her and keeps the story moving efficiently. Her decision to go undercover as a housekeeper fits comfortably within Christie's logic, while also giving Margaret Rutherford room to dominate the screen in her own distinctive way.
Beef broth, baked custard.
Beef broth, but I ordered beef steak.
The doctor said beef broth.
What are the blazes with him? I give the orders in this house. I'm sick of slops. Take it away.
Certainly.
Number 6. A change of location. Evil Under the Sun. Moving from Devon to a blinding Mediterranean resort turns the story into a sun-drenched pressure cooker.
Hello. I'm Daphne Castle. Welcome to the island.
How do you do?
Looks lovely. I'm sure we have a nice time here. Oh, and a naughty one too.
The heat presses in on everyone, tempers fray, and polite manners start slipping. That contrast between postcard beauty and murder works wonders on screen, especially when Poirot finally lays everything out like a welcome splash of cold water.
I think you will all agree that it was a most audacious plan, brilliantly executed.
The setting also sharpens the satire. Watching rigid, status-obsessed guests melt under the sun adds bite and humor that the novel keeps more subdued. The added Tiffany Diamond subplot gives Poirot a reason to circle Arlena early, setting up a sly game between hunter and prey long before she's murdered.
The well-known romancer and teller of tales.
Excellent plotline. Imaginatively conceived. Good, clear narrative style. I'll give you 9 out of 10, Poirot.
Number 5. More psychological twists. Agatha Christie's Poirot, 5 Little Pigs. Christie's 5 Little Pigs might just already be one of her most emotionally loaded novels, and the 2003 Poirot adaptation builds directly on that foundation.
The past keeps pulling me back. It won't let me be. And until these ghosts are laid to rest, I can't move on.
The structure of revisiting 5 conflicting memories remains intact, but the dramatization makes the long-term consequences feel heavier. Showing Caroline Crail's execution shifts the focus toward finality and loss, while Carla's motivation becomes simpler and more grounded. She just wants peace for her mother, not an abstract answer about herself.
What did she write?
Quite simply that she didn't do it. She's innocent, and that I could always be sure of that. That is what I want you to prove.
Adjusting Philip's feelings to center on Amias instead of Caroline sharpens the web of jealousy Christie designed. Nothing feels rewritten, just clarified, making the solution feel sadder, quieter, and more human.
And once you had the poison, you went to join Amias in the garden, poured him some beer.
To my Mona Lisa.
Number 4. A Miss Marple reimagining, Various. Margaret Rutherford's iconic take on Miss Marple in the 1960s films was a bold reimagining that breathed new life into the beloved character.
I concede our timetable may have been out of date, but I'm quite sure the 7:15 is still running.
Very possibly.
But it could be most dangerous up here.
Undoubtedly.
Eschewing Christie's quiet, demure spinster, Rutherford brought a formidable, almost theatrical presence to the role. Her Marple was not merely an astute observer from St. Mary Mead, but a delightfully eccentric, robust woman who enthusiastically plunged headfirst into danger, whether masquerading as a maid or engaging in a spot of fencing.
You won't find it as easy as you think. I warn you, I was ladies' national fencing champion in 1931.
This dynamic, often comedic portrayal made Marple an unforgettable cinematic figure, carving out a distinct legacy that continues to entertain audiences despite its clear deviation from the literary source.
I must have picked it up from reading your play, Remember September.
My play? There's nobody of that name in it.
How odd.
Number 3. A more hopeful ending, and then there were none. Christie's bleakest story gets a mercy edit in the 1945 film, and the timing explains a lot. Letting Vera Claythorne and Philip Lombard survive gives audiences something solid to hold on to after all that dread.
You came just in time for my last shot. And now, the game is over.
The tension and moral reckoning remain, but the ending offers release instead of total annihilation. For some fans, it softens the blow too much, yet it also reframes the story around accountability rather than pure nihilism.
And now my work is done. Never should trust a woman.
Later adaptations played with this idea in different ways, either restoring the darkness or deepening the psychology behind it. The 1945 version stands as a snapshot of its moment, choosing hope without completely abandoning unease.
Good morning. Ready to leave now? Are we? Are the others ready too? You call them.
Number 2. A Change in Murderer, Ordeal by Innocence. Switching the killer is the kind of move that makes Christie fans sit bolt upright, and the 2018 series knows it.
What everyone will want to know is what made him the way he is. You know? He'd been given everything. Why did he turn out so vicious?
Revealing Leo Argyle as the murderer instead of the housekeeper reframes the entire story around power, control, and cruelty. Jacko's innocence becomes even more tragic, while the family's polished exterior starts to rot in real time. It's an uncomfortable watch in the best way.
Did he say the wrong thing to you?
Did Philip? Did Mother?
What the hell are you accusing me of? Have you lost your damn minds?
It really makes you rethink everything you've seen and heard so far. This bold narrative reimagining echoed earlier successful killer switches and adaptations like The Body in the Library, The Sittaford Mystery, and The Secret of Chimneys, demonstrating a willingness to surprise even the most ardent fans.
I'd not meant to kill her, but she tried to prevent me from seeing my wife and the fiddle player. And then my mind cleared.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A plot twist ending. Witness for the Prosecution. Billy Wilder's Witness for the Prosecution understands the exact mechanics of Christie's sting and times it perfectly.
Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Leonard Stephen Vole, guilty or not guilty of the murder of Emily Jane French?
Not guilty, my lord.
Just when the case seems neatly wrapped and justice feels comfortably delivered, the film springs its trapdoor and sends everything crashing through it. The original twist is intact, still sharp enough to cut, but Wilder adds a final, merciless turn that makes the ending linger far longer than expected.
You can't, Leonard. Not after what I've done. I won't let you.
Don't be silly. I saved your life getting you out of Germany. You saved mine getting me out of this mess, so we're even. It's all over now.
Don't, Leonard. Don't leave me.
Christie herself reportedly praised this adaptation, which says a lot. We don't know where you sit on the jury, but our verdict is that this cinematic triumph ensures that justice, in its most dramatically satisfying form, is unequivocally served.
Let them try me for perjury or an accessory or...
Ready?
Or better yet, let them try me for...
Which change to an Agatha Christie novel did you think worked the best? Let us know in the comments.